What's up guys, Lon here from Android Authority, coming to you live from Mobile World Congress 2016, and we're taking a look at one of HTC's latest additions to the Desire lineup. This is the Desire 530. It's a mid-range budget smartphone with a body enclosed in a polycarbonate or plastic shell and has the same design as previous Desire phones with the slightly rounded corners and sides and the signature dual front-facing speaker grills on the top and bottom of the display. HTC is also making these new Desire phones a little bit more unique than usual with a bunch of paint speckles on the backside that HTC likes to call micro splash, and the cool thing is that this isn't some sort of preset pattern, so each and every Desire will look different from one to the next. You can also customize these phones further with colorful lanyard loops and snap-on cases that have the same micro splash effect added to them. As far as the rest of the specs go, there's a 5-inch 720p display in the front, a Snapdragon 210 processor, 1.5 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of internal storage with support for micro SD card expansion, an 8 megapixel camera on the rear, and a 2200 mAh battery inside. If you need a little bit more, you can opt for the Desire 630, which is for the most part the same phone with just a few differences. It'll ship with a slightly more powerful chipset with a Snapdragon 400, 2 gigs of RAM, a 13 megapixel rear camera, a 5 megapixel front camera, and support for high-res audio and boom sound speakers. Obviously, these aren't the most powerful specs in the world, but this phone is designed for people who aren't overly concerned about specs and just need a phone that can do what they need it to do. The software is Android 6.0 Marshmallow with the standard HTC Sense UI on top, and it'll be a pretty familiar experience for anyone who has used an HTC device within recent history. All of the features that you would expect from Sense are here, like the vertical scrolling app drawer, blink feed, widgets, and just the overall clean experience that Sense typically brings to the table. Availability will be starting in the month of March, and while pricing is still to be announced, they should be extremely affordable. If you want to know more about the new Desire lineup, check out the website at AndroidAuthority.com, and make sure to stay tuned to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/AndroidAuthority for the rest of our Mobile World Congress 2016 coverage.